What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome to Driveclub VR. This is a comparison video. I'm going to play on the regular PS4, then change over to the PS4 Pro and see what kind of possible enhancements there are, if any. I've heard they're minimal, but I want to see for myself here with the racing wheel and all that good stuff. So, that being said, this system is not online, so I don't have my clubs and challenges and whatever else, but we're just going to hop in here to a single event. We're going to obviously choose the same single event both times, so we'll just do a regular cruise, no pressure, no whatever else. We'll go to Canada A, and we'll head over here to Fraser Valley. So, Canada, Fraser Valley, in Driveclub, 12 noon, clear, and we'll choose a car. We will go with the Caterham R500 Super Light. Super Light. So, we'll give it a nice blue paint job. And, just head in here for a little bit. This is a simple cruise. Do like a lap here. Okay, we are here in this car. And this is how Driveclub normally looks on the regular-ass, standard-ass PS4. I'm going to kind of get myself calibrated here a little bit. There we go. Hit the X button. And then hit the gas. So, Driveclub is an experience that I think with a wheel is super fucking cool in VR, but, and here's the but, it's blurry. Like, having this game having already been a game and getting translated into VR, it's kind of, looks kind of like a PS3 game, And, like, otherwise, as an experience, it's cool, Like, I dig the part where it's a fucking, I feel like I'm in this world, That part of it I like a whole lot. You can look around, if I had mirrors, like I could look in the mirrors, but the part where in the distance it's all blurry is the part that kind of makes it like I don't want to play as much as I have been, Like, I've certainly played a couple hours so far, but, I'd play way more if the clarity was much more clear, which, one would have hoped, one would have hoped that the PS4 would have provided that kind of clarity, but it did not. So hoping that the PS4 Pro, can make it a little bit more clear. I've heard that they did not use the full power of the Pro, so that's the part where I'm like, I paid how much more for that damn thing, and, like, the one game that I said, okay, this is the one game that could benefit the most. My freaks and my peaks. That could benefit the most from VR, and you're going to go minimal on that patch because, that team doesn't really exist anymore, and they all work for Codemasters now and whatever else, and they had to make an internal Sony team just to make this thing in VR in the first place? That sucks. So, this is the part where I'm hoping that they aren't done patching it, that there's going to be more patching for this game on the Pro, if, they can, because otherwise, it is, hey, let's wait until Gran Turismo Sport comes out next year, maybe next year, considering how often Gran Turismo gets delayed. Alright, we've seen the train twice now. I think that wraps up our original PS4 look here at Driveclub, so it is time to unplug all these plugs, plug them all into that Pro, and then hop into that Driveclub experience. And we are back. We are here on the PS4 Pro. Honestly, does not look that much different. Perhaps my eyes just aren't great, or, are tuned in to see the difference, but it's still shimmery and blurry and whatever else. So let's hop into that same course, same event, same car. I will say this. The menu text looks a bit more clear, so I'll at least give it that much. Well, it just blacked out again. In the headset. I'm not sure if I blacked out here for you guys or if my capture stuff is just revolting. But it blacked out when I did Trackmania the other day, so that's kind of troubling that it would do that again and I would lose video feed in here. So that's a little bit concerning, to be honest. A little bit concerning. So, same old shit. Get myself adjusted here. And hop in here, hit start event, and hit the gas, and here we go. So honestly, I don't, like, this is where we stopped last time. Like, we stopped, like, right here, and they're like, hey, butterfly. This doesn't look that much different. Like, I'm not sure if the fidelity really has any significant changes, or the textures, or it's still, like, there are jaggies, and it's kind of blurry in the distance, and that kind of stuff, so that's unfortunate. It really is, because this is one of the games I was looking forward to, for buying the Pro. Certainly, there are other games that have had more, significant upgrades, and I'm looking forward to playing those as well, but in terms of, like, the one game that I actually went out and bought was this game, because I had this damn wheel, and that was kind of, Also, I bought the damn wheel because, hey, there was this game in VR, and I was like, that sounds fucking cool, and I would like to have, A, me play it, and B, have other folks play it, but man, it needs to be less blurry, like, come on, like, you've got, I have to hope that there'll be a patch for this, again, because they baked in the Pro patch for the initial release, last month, so I have to hope that they go, okay, you know what? Now that the Pro is out, let us utilize the full power of the Pro, because that'd be nice, considering that thing was, another $400 for me anyway. And as someone who does not have a 4K TV just yet, that is in the budget for next year, that my main thing was, hey, I want better PS4, PSVR, fidelity. I want, like, native resolution in this fucking headset and make it look nice and crisp and clear. And, that's very, like, the potential is there, and it is very promising. And the fact that, like, the one game that I went, you know what, Driveclub, yeah. And now it's like, well, it's still kind of just, it's not what you want, like, it's not what you want it to be. It's not bad, like, it's still a cool VR experience. It is still a technical marvel that it even works this well in the first place, that I feel great, I don't feel sick, and, I feel like I'm driving. Not obviously 100%, but a lot more than I ever would have expected this to do, on a game console, so there's that part of it, but yeah, whatever enhancements are here, I could not tell you, because this pretty much looks the same. Like, maybe the head tracking is better, maybe there are some, some texture effects that I'm not noticing, I don't know. But yeah, just everything in the distance still looks kind of like a mess. It's kind of just blurry, and the aliasing and the jaggies and all that good stuff is still there. It's still present, so that's unfortunate. It really is. Because, again, I was looking forward to playing this on the Pro, saying, yeah, man, it's going to look better. It's going to look clear. And that would have, enticed me to do more videos on this, instead of being like, you know what, I'll play it, on my own time here and there, but, I can only do, so much here on this channel, and if it's not going to be significantly better in some way, then, there are other games to focus on that are going to get patches, that are going to look better here on the Pro. So, I suppose that is my, comparison video, my little mini rant, or whatever the hell you want to call it. This still feels cool. Regardless of the visual quality, being here in the headset with the wheel still feels baller as fuck, and at least they can't take that from me. So, here's hoping we get another patch at some point in the next, few months, or this month, or ASAP. Because, from what I've heard, being able to make games look better and run better on the Pro is kind of trivial. That's, that it takes, a single engineer, either a couple days or a couple of weeks, and you're good. You don't need to have a whole team to make it happen. So, that's the part where I am optimistic that they'll go, you know what, let's, this is a thing that could totally be a flagship thing for us if we treat it right. And certainly, you want to, because, we have who knows how many months before Gran Turismo Sport comes out, and obviously with the full power of the Pro, hopefully it is a mode like this where it's the whole game and not just some fucking shitty ass photo mode. Fingers crossed they don't fuck us on that. So, that being said, hands-free driving, don't do that, kids. That being said, I am your host, Attack Slug. This is Driveclub VR, and I'm looking forward to hopefully comparing some other stuff between the regular-ass PS4 and the Pro when it comes to VR, because I have all that shit. It's a lot of wires, to be honest. But yeah, like, that doesn't look great. Those trees don't look great. Like, it doesn't look like you want it to look. Anyway, thanks for watching. More videos. Alright, this, though, actually getting in here and looking at the text here does look a little bit clearer. I know on the regular it looks blurry as fuck, so that's one thing. Anyway, Attack Slug, more videos every day, and I'll see you next time right here on this channel. And I'm out!